Ever found yourself pondering, amidst the chaos and clarity of our times, how such stark contrasts coexist? We're witnessing an era where the collective consciousness is shifting, awakening to a new dawn of spiritual growth. Yet paradoxically, we find ourselves entangled in the age-old struggles of war, greed, and suffering. How can these realities cohabitate? How do we navigate a world that embodies both light and shadow simultaneously? This paradox takes us to the core of our current adventure together. We should prepare ourselves as we approach 2024, a year that looks to be critical to the advancement of humanity. Conversations with friends, moments of joy interspersed with heartbreak, and the relentless pace of transformation. It all mirrors the collective experience of our era. It's a time where personal loss and global upheaval ripple through our lives, challenging the very fabric of our being. Yet there's a profound message of hope and resilience. The Z's, a wisdom source channeled by a friend, offer a beacon of light. They speak of the necessity of self-care, not as a mere escape, but as a vital tool for strength, purpose, and ultimately, evolution. Whether through meditation, spending time with loved ones, or simply taking a moment to breathe, these practices are not just about survival, they're about thriving amidst the turbulence. We are invited to consider our place in this metamorphosis as we examine the seismic alterations that are anticipated to occur between 2017 and 2024, culminating in a year that is predicted to completely redefine our planet. According to the Z's prophecy, a new world and timeline would emerge after 2025, with the difficulties of the previous 7 years acting as a trigger for awakening. How do we prepare for the rapid changes ahead? And what does it mean for each of us, especially those who feel called to uplift and heal? Let's dive in. Every day brings new discoveries on the path to global awakening and self-discovery in a planet on the verge of massive revolution. The acts we take to embody a love, peace, and connection define the essence of our time here, not the light we can be. Those who are in tune with their purpose are living in what can only be called somewhat golden times, among the din of worldly upheaval. As they continue to shine as lights in the darkest of nights, their purpose becomes more apparent. It's an undeniable truth that humanity stands at the crossroads of an energetic war, a battle not of flesh but of consciousness. The years 2020 and beyond have not only unveiled the stark divisions among us, but have also highlighted a war that rages unseen. A template of conflict, seeded millennia ago, now finds itself at the precipice of potential dissolution. As the Z's have revealed, the coming years offer a window for breaking free from this cycle, yet not without its challenges. The amplification of light and consciousness in our era does not come without its shadows. Those aligned with darker energies become louder, their attempts to cling to outdated paradigms more desperate. It's a reminder of the power one individual's energy can have on the collective, a lesson on the impact of frequency and intention. This period of upheaval is not merely a test, but a call to action for each of us to choose our path forward. The media, often a mirror of society's lowest frequencies, perpetuates a cycle of fear and division, lacking the maturity to guide us toward any semblance of truth or reconciliation. But just in the middle of this difficulty, an opportunity presents itself. There is a general awakening indicated by the move away from established centers of power and narrative control. As alternative voices and media gain traction, they clear a passage through the thick falsehoods of the mainstream. Change will not happen suddenly. Rather, it will happen gradually as a result of the expanding consciousness of the collective as we see this kindling of knowledge. The Z's message is one of hope, asserting that it only takes a small fraction of the population to initiate a tidal wave of transformation. This slow curve towards enlightenment is not just a possibility, but a reality taking shape before our eyes. In the heart of this evolution lies the power of individual actions and choices. From the global stage to the personal, acts of kindness and connection ripple outwards, creating frequencies of love and unity. The example set by artists and individuals like Taylor Swift, who navigate their platforms with integrity and purpose, offers a blueprint for the impact one can have on the collective consciousness. It is through these moments of joy, connection, and purposeful action that we find our way forward, navigating the waves of change toward a horizon of hope and transformation. A profound message about the need to create beauty and harmony arises from the depths of wisdom during a time when pain is felt in every part of the planet. This directive, seemingly simple yet profoundly transformative, challenges us to look beyond the veil of pain and despair, focusing instead on crafting a world that radiates the opposite. The journey towards embodying this vision is not devoid of struggle, as it requires unraveling layers of ego and reprogramming deep-seated beliefs. However, the core of this aim is evident: to provide inspiring and uplifting instances of joy, ingenuity, and harmony. As 2025 approaches, the way forward becomes more and more clear, albeit not without challenges. The year 2024 appears to be a critical turning point, a furnace of devastation and renewal, where the dark sides of our shared struggles must be exposed in order to allow for change. During this turbulent time, it's not only about seeing the old order fall apart, it's also about actively helping to build a new one in which the lessons of the past are used to spark hope for a better future. The internet emerges as a battleground for this transformation. The digital sphere provides a lifeline of information and unity in the face of attempts at control and censorship, bridging divides and promoting a worldwide awakening. People from all across the world are breaking down barriers to reveal the truth and seeking out and sharing knowledge, demonstrating the resiliency of the human spirit. While there is some concern in anticipating the obstacles that 2024 will bring, there is also a sense of hope and inevitability. It is understood that life-altering experiences are necessary since they serve as a catalyst for transformation and reveal hidden issues that need to be addressed. We get the fortitude and perspective necessary to move forward and turn adversity into opportunity by facing these difficult moments. This transformation extends beyond the global stage, touching the hearts and minds of individuals across the world. It calls for a mindful approach to our reactions and emotions, recognizing that our internal landscapes are just as crucial to navigate as the external world. The spiritual community, diverse in its beliefs and practices, is united by a common thread: the recognition of our multidimensional nature and the need to foster inner peace and resilience. The thread of self-awareness weaves a pattern of deep significance in the fabric of our shared human experience. The process of comprehending and controlling our fears is a group effort rather than an individual one, as we become more aware of the value of self-awareness and reflection. One of the most important things we can do to stay grounded during life's storms is to identify the triggers that make us nervous and learn how to deal with them gracefully. This shift in consciousness encourages us to think about how our energy affects not only the fabric of humanity as a whole, but also our own personal well-being. History bears witness to the resilience of the human spirit through every crisis, every epoch of turmoil. It reveals that, irrespective of the external chaos, individuals have the capacity to thrive, to find pathways of prosperity and peace that defy the prevailing narratives of despair. This duality of experience, where some navigate challenges with ease while others struggle, underscores the profound influence of our internal state on our external reality. It suggests that our greatest strength lies not in the circumstances we face, but in our response to them. In this era, the digital landscape offers both a mirror and a window to the world, reflecting our fears and aspirations while providing glimpses into lives and perspectives far removed from our own. It is in the discernment of our engagement with this digital realm that we find the keys to maintaining our equilibrium. Social media, with its relentless feed of information, can ensnare us in a cycle of fear, distorting our perception of reality and isolating us from the nourishing presence of real human connection. Therefore, there is a call to action to engage in the world mindfully, both offline and online. It serves as a reminder that, beneath the din of international conversation, the reality of progress and peace is frequently overlooked. Despite all of its difficulties, the world is heading toward more understanding and harmony than it has ever had. While acknowledging this development offers a balanced viewpoint from which to approach the work of healing and transformation, it does not eliminate the suffering that still occurs. As warriors of light, our task is to cultivate and contain the light within, to become beacons of hope and agents of change in a world craving authenticity and connection. This role demands more than passive consumption. It calls for active engagement with life, seeking out and creating spaces of genuine human interaction that enrich and expand our understanding of the world. It is a path that recognizes the power of choice in every moment, to choose hope over despair, action over inaction, and love over fear. With a new era about to begin, it is more important than ever to awaken the cosmic warrior inside each of us. This awakening arises from the realization of our innate power and purpose, rather than from force or desperation. We are embarking on a metamorphosis that goes beyond the individual. It is a communal advancement, a change in awareness that questions the fundamental underpinnings of the existing order. The narrative of activism is being rewritten, expanding to include those who never saw themselves as activists, yet find themselves drawn into the arena of change. This shift towards activism is a natural progression, a realization of the roles we were always meant to play in this grand cosmic drama. It reflects a growing robustness in our collective energy, a readiness to stand for what is true and just, mirroring the evolving frequency of the planet itself. Earth is one of our many homes, a stage for a key chapter in our broad soul journeys. Many of us are scarred by galactic battles, which have impacted our consciousness and approach to current situations. Some are reluctant to accept their earthly manifestation, yet they want to participate to this historic moment. Paradoxically, those most opposed to the world's existing status are typically the most ready to change it. This time of chaos isn't just a fight for power or control, it's a deep battle of mind. The old guards, who are firmly in charge, are getting ready for this time in their own unique way, trying to stop the growing expression of awareness. But as we get better at being honest and sharing the truth, we also learn the power of harmony. We realize that conflict energy comes from being hurt, and that healing these wounds can set us free to be one with everything, which is our ultimate destiny. Our intricate journey weaves personal karma with collective pain, inviting us to learn lessons that span lives and universes. Some of us have chosen to carry this collective trauma and heal on a large scale. This service is complex and challenges our identities and roles. We are encouraged to let go of inflexible mental models that limit how we see ourselves and our potential as we traverse this turbulent period. A realization of our complexity and the interdependence of all life is replacing the delusion of linearity and singularity. This dismantling of outdated assumptions is a highly personal process that requires us to welcome change within ourselves just as much as we do outside of ourselves. With 2030 serving as a potential transformational beacon and 2024 serving as a major trigger point, the upcoming years present a chance to take part in the largest rebirth of awareness the Earth has seen in millennia. This is a process of discovering that the transition is occurring within us, transforming our very beings to thrive in a changing world, rather than waiting for external change. We are strong as cosmic warriors not because we don't want to change, but because we are ready to accept it, let go of old beliefs and patterns that no longer serve us, and step into the light of a new dawn. The problems we face are not just problems. They are doors to a new way of living and an invitation to be change agents in a world that is ready for what each of us has to give. It's a road that calls for bravery, tenacity, and a steadfast faith in the possibility of change. Let's take the less traveled route at this fork in the road, one that will take us to a future lighted by the combined light of our shared humanity. I want to express my sincere gratitude to you for joining us on this important journey as we draw to a close. The quest for change is facilitated by your enthusiasm, presence, and willingness to deal with these difficult challenges. As a collective, we are not merely spectators, but also active participants in the evolving story of evolution, with each of us having a significant influence on the course of our planet's history. Let us hold to the principles of love, light, and heart throughout the days and years to come. Let us nurture those higher frequencies that have the ability to change conflict and fear into love and peace, so that we can be protectors of the beauty that is both inside and all around us. Recall that we own considerably greater power than the constraints built into our world. Now is the moment to rise, shine, and let go. I invite you, dear friends, to continue this journey with us. Share your thoughts, your stories, and your light. Together, let's create a world that reflects the best of who we are and all that we can become. Here's to our collective journey towards a brighter, more harmonious future. Thank you for being a beacon of change, and until next time, keep shining your light.